Catwoman, did that little freshman photographer develop those promo pictures yet?
Yes, but I'm a little confused. Who is this wet individual coming up out of the water?
That looks like a picture of Stormcloud being baptized.
No.
Yeah, I think he got some kind of deal with his parole when he did that. Now, who's a picture of this?
Oh, that's my old friend Yvonne.
Well, she looks like she has to have a good time.
Well, once we did do something a little extreme.
What?
Once we set up a spirited competition in New York to see who could write the most essays comparing and contrasting naturalism and surrealism.
Yeah, that's the kind of good time I was talking about, Catwoman.
Well, surely there's some photos of the rest of us. Lord knows we... Oh, no. No, back to the Photoshop with every one of these pictures of me. Oh, my God. Oh, now, who is this zombie troll? She looks like hell.
Oh, that's my old friend Jean Kelmout. She was the oldest documented living human.
Is she living in that picture?
I remember her health somewhat declining after falling off her bicycle at 110.
Fascinating. Well, I better get these pictures to
Her father owned a shop at Oz. And when she was a girl, she sometimes assisted his customers. And yes, she did remember Vincent van Gogh coming in to buy canvas because he was so dirty. He was filthy as a louse.
Oh, that silly, dumb Bruce. Why do they bother putting up sliding glass doors on this boat? Oh.
It's the Dragonsail Puppets variety show, starring Surrender, Bruce, Catatonia, and Henri, featuring the Dragonsail Puppets band. Anchors away.
Storm season, storm season, storm season, storm season.
Beginning is easy, just latch on and cling.
Storm season, storm season.
The sky is still clean.
Storm season, storm season, storm season, storm season.
President on you and me.
Storm season, storm season.
You're sold or you're scattered, but you're grown in the end, so it doesn't matter. You cling till you flee. A crop where you drop, a crop where you drop, a crop where you drop.
Storm season, storm season, storm season.
You grow and you hold,
Storm season, storm season,
scattered or sold.
storm
Latch on and
season,
cling until you fling,
Storm
until
season.
you fling and drop, drop.
Storm
Latch on
season.
and cling until you fling,
Storm
until
season.
you fling and drop, drop.
Storm
Latch
season.
on and cling until you fling,
Storm
until
season.
you fling and drop, drop.
Storm
Latch on
season.
and cling until you fling,
Storm
until
season.
you fling and drop, drop.
Storm
Latch
season.
on and cling until you fling,
Storm
until
season.
you fling and drop, drop.
Australian hussies. Lord. Have y'all been microwaving too much of your food because you're absolutely glowing? Oh, my. Oh, thank you for coming back to submit to my charms. You know, I don't go out of my way to seduce and inspire. People just notice me and they are persuaded to continue. Oh. Well, the votes are in, and it looks like most of you voted to allow Stormcloud to keep wearing that ridiculous fishnet leotard, so I will abide by the decision made by the opiated masses, and he can continue to dress like an aging glam rock Peter Pan, at least until the day that thing gets lost or caught on a nail or accidentally shredded into 1,000 pathetic little pieces. Lord. Just don't ask me why people dress the way they do. It just seems no matter what it is, if somebody thinks of something crazy ass to do, there's somebody who tries to do it. Take Georgia Hot Flash, for instance. Attempting to balance herself as she strides through the Pinch My Penny parking lot with her rack stacked to triple D and her mail order butt pads pulling her back down the other way. But she does manage to emerge out of the dingy clothes hamper that is her life like a newly risen rose every day, so she can trot after that that benefactor of hers, so she can complain about their hussy housekeeper, her stifled career, the burn marks on her face from that Pinch My Penny hair dye. Oh. I know Miss Georgia would like to believe in a comforting time where we all fail together, but hon, I've got an empire to run, fans to inspire, stalkers to snuff out. Ah, folks, I'm afraid Georgia has fallen into the great mixing bowl of time. Oh, I think she's still on safari with her meal ticket, trying to stay upright among the herds of hippos and the mastodons. Now, I'm not saying she overeats, but the Sahara wasn't desert country before she got there. Oh, I think her meal ticket is some kind of archaeologist or something. You know, one of those people who likes to putter around looking at holes in the ground. And all Georgia gets out of it is a necklace made out of lizard's teeth or some god-awful thing that needs to be tossed back in the quarry. Now, I know some of y'all are misinformed about the history of insult comedy, and therefore you think I'm being a little too hard on Georgia and that Catwoman, and, well, just about everybody. So just to show you I'm a good sport, I had Georgia Hot Flash write some insult comedy of her own at my expense. Chi-Chi, you got that cue card ready? Okay. She says, Surrender drinks so many Slim Shakes from the Pinch My Penny. The company sent her a commemorative toilet seat. She knows the word commemorative? What this woman don't do for the sake of her fans and the maintenance of her unearthly beauty. Oh, Georgia, you're sinking pretty low there, girl. Another one. Surrender's ego is so huge, it has its own zip code. And no wonder. How could someone that blessed with beauty and talent not be aware of their superiority? Oh, ouch, Georgia Bird! Oh, okay. We've got a great show for y'all. If I could manage to recover from that assault. We've got Iseemonkeys and Tomas Lidén in the house with us. So let's rev this hussy up, and I'll see you on the other side. Lord. Bird, baby.
spread, mon acolyte. That's quite le défi. Do you think you're ready?
Well, I have my guidebook in case I get stuck.
I trust you'll be adhering to a classic text based on ancient iconography, dear.
Well, I threw away the one that was written by L. Ron Hubbard.
Excellent! Well, Henri, I am ready to have my immediate future revealed unto me.
Henri! Time to crank up the woo-woo for surrender, honey.
Well, Serinda said she needed to be first.
Of course she did, my dear.
Bonjour, special friends. I'm Henri, and welcome to the Isle of Woo.
And I'm Surrender, your anointed queen of funk and comedy. I'll push. And we're here to give me the spread, am I right?
Yes, we will do a spread of 5 cards that will speak to whatever issue is on your heart.
Well, it's not just my heart, honey. It's the world's heart. Lord, the world has cried out to be entertained and inspired by a truly divine talent, a teacher, if you will. How does this pockmarked and beleaguered world find its way to surrender? Lord, it is for the sake of the world I make my beseechings to the spirits, Lord.
Okay. Well, first I shuffle.
No. Now, how'd you get into all this anyway?
Oh, well, all life is spawned from the dark abyss.
I see.
Now, the first card in the spread speaks to the present or to the overall theme of the reading.
Oh. What the?
Oh, the 8 of Swords. Well, it may look sad to be tied up and blindfolded.
It's never been my cup of tea. I don't trust any of the fools in this county to remember a safe word.
But since you are the Queen of Swords, it may hold special significance.
I am.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Well, what am I supposed to do with what looks like a Georgia hot flash meet and greet?
You must cut yourself loose from the things holding you back.
Well, I've already dropped all my belly aching friends. Maybe little Miss Petri Dish needs to go too.
Okay, the second card in the spread tells us of past influences still having an effect on your life.
Can't we move on from the past pretty soon? What?
Oh, okay. Well, the 9 of Swords may also look a little sad, since you're weeping in your bed with 9 swords hanging over you.
Sweet Georgia tea.
But it really just means that in the past you had an unexpected loss or defeat, and you must make peace with it.
Lord, you sound like that meddling old cat. Well, it sure wasn't my fault. Must have been that silly hound wrecking things. He keeps scat singing on stage when he can't remember the words. Lord. Okay, the past sucks slime. Got it. When do we get to the future?
Right now.
Ooh!
Oh, the 10 of Swords.
Well, hon, I don't think you shuffled these cards worth a boo.
Well, it's not so bad.
10 swords in the bag.
It just means you could have more disappointment in store.
Have mercy.
But you get to learn from it.
Well, why can't I learn from rapturous success with legions of disciples falling in reverence at my feet? I got a warehouse of merch to unload. I gotta get off this dinged up monkey boat. Surrender deserves a luxury liner for sailing into her bounteous destiny. Don't you have an Empress card in that deck?
Oh, yeah. She's Major Arcana.
I want to be her. Screw this Queen of Swords slop.
You can't be Major Arcana.
Crap.
Now, the 4th card in the spread tells the reason behind your question.
Oh, is Surrender about to be psychoanalyzed by a card drawn with Sharpie pens? A sweet mango julep.
Well, This can actually be a very good card. Oh! The death card is, let me look in my book. That's about change and transformation. The darkness that precedes the light, the last turn on the wheel before your rebirth. All right.
So, the phoenix is still choking and sputtering in the ashes, right? I don't know why I have to suffer so. I just want to spread joy. I've got a lazy, out-of-control hound for a singing partner, a glazy-eyed rhythm section, and then there's Bobby. Lord, there's Bobby. If I could afford it, I would replace everybody in my life with robots, and then I'd get stuff done, and I'd be one happy heifer. Maybe Serinda's got an angel investor or two coming into her life, you think?
Well,
I would do a Kickstart campaign, but when other people are asking for money to help save their lives, you just look like a jackass asking people to crowdfund just so you can take over the world.
okay. This last card tells us of the potential within the situation.
Can I get a break?
Oh, the devil.
Shut my hooves!
Well, this card might look a little bad.
Pan fry my giblets in a salty skillet. The devil? Why, Lord? Why?
Let me check my book. It speaks to the darkness that limits our vision.
Well, where is my brightness? Where is my guiding light?
But the good news is you can enjoy life again once you give up materialism.
Oh, now, no, people misunderstand Serinda. Yes, Serinda did have a bit of a shopping spree at the Pinch My Penny, but those clothes were for the good of the show. Everything Serinda does is for her cherished public. Lord, I don't need anything solid. My jewelry comes from junkyard baby dolls. Materialism? Well, I just think this reading is telling me I need to bear down on that sloppy hound and those three stooges. They're gunking up the works. Serinda's gonna strong-arm this destiny from the universe, even if she has to make every goddess in the pantheon weep bitter tears.
So, special friend, I hope you feel better about the darkness of life and its challenge.
Nobody gonna do around with Chris.
Bon sour.
together while riding this rolling ball. Now we hold it all together by tooth and claw. As we shoot out the carpet far out of sight. Is there a live wire still sparking in the dark? Something more than a soul, like a bank of snow, clutching its collection of bones. We didn't begin with the will to live, divided along the way. Battling into blood, pull yourself out of the mud. Is there a live wire still sparking in the dark? Something else with a focus of blazing eyes, ignoring the periphery, beaming straight at the skies. We didn't begin with the will to live. We got curious about the beyond. Unknown haven of that kind. It's too craven, I can't fight with you if you mind. Would you offer rest? That means a lot to a body that's hard pressed. Stuffing in my small chest, dude. Leaves me dark. Leaves me dark. Right on the sky.
Well, pan from my giblets, this episode is one for the record books. We'd like to thank once again Tomas, Lidén, and Iseemonkeys for gracing our show with groove and gristle. Now we've got to all tiptoe back to our staterooms gingerly around shards of glass in the hallway. Oopsie! So we're begging you, beseeching you all to go live in life. Or suck it up, hussies!
Serinda's gowns, courtesy of the Pinch My Penny markdown rack. Wardrobe consultation by Chi-Chi's Productions. Personal assistant to Serinda, also that drag queen from Guatemala. Special promotional consideration by Georgia Hot Flash. Serinda's fragrance, honeysuckle passion, makes you smell enchanting and also unclogs sinks and removes Pinch My Penny press-on nails.
Oh.